Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Friday, January 6th, 2023. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Hey, there's something new. More on that in just a minute. You know, I'm generally for the legalization of recreational weed, but I got a whiff of the downside yesterday on my walk. There are 3 houses back to back along my walk that really imbibe, and I'll tell you, the smell was truly rank. And I wonder if we're going to see public smoking like we used to see cigarettes in the day when it becomes legal in July. I hope not, but we will see. All right, it is Friday and there is a bunch of news, so let's get into it, shall we? Another follow-up to the pedestrian hit and run in Annapolis. The police have some video of the suspected vehicle and have created a flyer with some still shots from it. It is a 2011 to 2015 white Ford Edge with tinted windows. It should have damage to the grille. You want to check out eyeonannapolis.net or the APD Facebook page to see it, and please share it. We just bumped our post up to the top of the site, so it should be very easy to find. A while back, we told you about a rape in Annapolis. Actually, we discovered it was the only rape out of 18 in the city last year that the police publicly released on their daily crime report. Well, the Capitol has an update on that. The main perpetrator was offered a plea deal from the state's attorney's office for the rape, and it was bounced down to a third-degree sex offense. And the state's attorney has asked for a 10-year sentence, but they're also asking them to suspend all but 2 years of that. We're going to see if the judge accepts that deal, and keep in mind that he has been incarcerated since July, so that 2 years is actually going to be 18 months and likely a lot less as he'll be reduced for good behavior. He is an undocumented Mexican citizen and will face deportation once his sentence is served. A former Annapolis High teacher was sentenced to 6 years of active incarceration in a prison for sexual abuse of a minor. Jennifer Arnold, 43, pleaded guilty in September to abusing the boy, a former student of hers. The student was under her temporary guardianship and lived at her home when the abuse did occur, but the victim initially reported the abuse to his mother. And it was always a good time to point out that if you are a victim or suspect any sexual abuse, you want to contact the Sexual Assault Crisis Center at 410-222-6800. There's a new tour in town. A national company called U.S. Ghost Adventures is setting up shop in Annapolis and will be offering 2 hour-long tours every day. One tour is called Booze and Booze, B-O-O-S and B-O-O-Z-E, which costs $29 and starts at 6 p.m. every day at Middleton Tavern, and this is a haunted pub crawl, as you probably surmised. The other one is more family-centric, and it is called The Phantoms of Annapolis, and that one costs $25, starts at 8 p.m., also at Middleton Tavern. The company was operating in 20 U.S. cities across the country and just added 12 more, including one right here in Annapolis. You are requested to make a reservation just so they know how many to expect, but you can just walk up, no payment in advance, just pay when you begin the tour. As far as I know, Robert Redford has never been to the Annapolis Film Festival, but I'll tell you, his daughter has made a film called What Comes Around, which will be screened at Maryland Hall next Wednesday, January 11th at 7 p.m. by the Annapolis Film Festival or the Annapolis Film Society. It's the story of a teen daughter and her mother and the twists and turns when the daughter is seduced online by a 28-year-old man. Sounds like a really good film. Will create a lot of conversation. We have a link to tickets at eyeonannapolis.net, or you can go to annapolisfilmfestival.org and order them there as well. Okay, about that Annapolis Subaru and SPCA of Anne Arundel County bit. I am so excited for this, and it was actually supposed to start today, but due to people illness, we had to push it back a week. But we are going to be introducing a new segment called Canines and Crosstreks. The SPCA has the canines, and Subaru has the Crosstreks. And we're going to be featuring adorable and adoptable pups every Friday right here. They're going to be the stars of the show. And we're going to follow it up with a post on eyeonannapolis.net later in the day with the irresistible photos and information on how you can give the pup or pups their forever home. So do check out the site a little bit later on today for that. Make sure you tune in next Friday for our first edition of Canines and Crosstreks. And something tells me I'm going to be getting a pup in my near future. And as we wrap up, do me a favor and sign up for our weekly newsletter of events in the area. It goes out on Fridays at 12:30 p.m., and you can sign up on the form at eyeonannapolis.net, or I'm going to leave a link right here in the show notes. Many thanks in advance, as always. Here's some podcast news for you. Tomorrow on the Local Business Spotlight, we're going to talk with Buck from Groom My Style in West Annapolis, and I'll tell you, he gave me one amazing haircut the other week. And next week, we're going to speak with Judy Budensek from Francis Marketing Group. All right, now it is time to say thank you for listening and putting up with us every single day. I do hope that we add some value to your world. If we do, please leave a review somewhere where you can, or tell a friend or a colleague to give us a listen. We also want to thank our sponsors, Solar Energy Services, Scout and Molly's, Alpha Engineering, Annapolis Subaru, of course, and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. It is Friday, and the weekend is here, so now it's just time to say have a great weekend. Be nice to others. Do something fun. Keep shopping local. Other than that, we're going to see you on Monday. Now hang tight because George Young from DCMDVA Weather is here with the only locally forecast weather report. All that in just a bit.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Friday, January 6th. Yesterday brought a fifth straight day in the 60s for most locations in the Annapolis area to get 2023 started, but the streak will end today as temps will get fairly close to average levels for this time of year. Look for mixed skies today with highs around 50 degrees, which is still about 5 degrees above average, but winds might get slightly breezy out of the west, especially in the PM hours, with more sunshine than Saturday with temps into the 40s. As for Sunday, skies will be mixed with more 40s for highs for most in the region, but we could see just a little rain activity in the later PM hours before more sun and highs 45 to 52 degrees Monday through Wednesday of next week, ahead of low to mid 40s for highs on Thursday. Okay, that's it for today and this week. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day and weekend out there. Stay healthy and be safe, and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with our website at dcmdvaweather.info, and definitely be sure to download our DCMDVA Weather app on all of your devices from either the Apple or Google App Stores, so you can always stay weather informed.
Hi, I'm Betsy Abraham. My mom and I own and operate Scout Molly's, this amazing little boutique at the Annapolis Town Center, and we're here to help. Whether you are shopping for the beautiful ladies on your holiday list or for yourself, we have something stunning for every occasion, from casual to black tie. From the Parade of Lights to New Year's Eve, we have the perfect outfit for every event this year. Scout Molly's, Annapolis Town Center. Thank you for shopping local.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.